Hey everybody, Adam from Atlas Gunworks. Get lots of guys who are struggling with putting the slide stop back in, and every gun's a little different how the barrel sits here, but first we got to take it out. So of course, to take it out, we're going to pull the slide back so that this little notch here is centered over the cutout in the slot in the slide stop itself. So when you see that come out, it'll have a little notch in it, and we just usually use a soft tool or something, be gentle, you push that out. So from the top side, there's this little notch here. Oh, it's not going to want to stay. So this little notch here has to coincide with the notch in the slide for it to come in and out. There's a little U-notch here, right? Just this little U-notch right here. So not every gun kind of has the barrel sit in the same spot. So when you pull this back, it's going to be a little bit hard to see on the camera, but when I pull this back, I'm getting partial, like half the link or something. So I just take a pin that's smaller than the link. If you're just getting a little bit, you do a very little bit, but just hold that in here, and then you're going to pull it back until you can center it up. So it centers up nicely right here. Actually, you know what? I'll do it from this side. So I see a little bit of the link hole, right? Just a little bit. Then I just pull this in here and center it up. And in fact, I've never done it like this, but if you're not good at it, you'll see the top of the feet of the barrel there. So you're gonna go a little further back than that, but leave this pin in here, and then just drive it out with your slide stop. And if you wiggle it a little bit, it should come right into that spot. Of course, that time it didn't work, so I'm just off. So I'm just going to tap this, get it to sit right where we want it. And it's got to be just about perfect. And so this is a good example, because some of them are just a little more tricky than others. Now in this case, this one, to get it to go back, you just pull the slide back a little bit, and it's right where it wants to be. Start this pin now. Don't worry about where the notch is. Then once the pin's in and you know you're in through the link hole, then line this up, and then you just push really hard. This one's stiff, so just give it a good push. So then you let go, and this needs to go all the way forward, right? Your slide's a battery, good gun. If you miss the link hole, I'll try to demonstrate that. If you miss the link hole, it won't go back into battery. So if I miss the link hole, I won't put it all the way together, but it'll stay out like this. So you'll be back a quarter inch or so, whatever here. So that is, the barrel link is behind this. You didn't put this through the barrel link hole. So, and I'll take this whole gun apart so you can see. What's going to happen normally is you've got a hole in the frame here. So this pin first goes through that, then this link needs to be like this. This sits through there like that, and then goes to the other side of the frame. So I'll do it one more time. This video is way longer than it needs to be, but lots of guys struggle with this. We get a lot of phone calls, like my gun won't go back together. So just bump that a little bit. It's a little off. I pull it back, it's centered up. The barrel feet are pretty much out of the way. I can start this, then pull it back to where it needs to be. Always be gentle here so you don't scratch the slide. Lots of guys have a U-shaped scratch there because they're too rough with it. So just gentle, I get it started. And then it's pretty stiff against this pin. So normally here it's riding a little bit low, but a little pressure up and forward, snap. And the longer you run the gun, that'll loosen up just a little bit. But that's how to get your slide stop back in a 19 or 2011. You'll get used to where your gun wants it, and I mean, I can usually do it really fast with one hand on the guns that I take apart a lot, the guns I shoot. Hope to see you guys on the range soon.